Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa. And we have a very dynamic duo from HGTV, restored by the Fords, Leanne and Steve Ford. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
What a perfect conversation for Transformation Tuesday, by the way. And congratulations on the launch of your new book.
That's right.
Work in
Thank you.
progress. Okay, so tell us a little bit about the book.
So we did this book, Work in Progress. It was kind of an answer to, people asked a couple questions. One is how we got to HGTV, which is always, a wild web. Steve's my brother. He's a contractor. I'm an interior designer. And we do a show in Pittsburgh called Restored by the Fords. So we talk about that in our book, Work in Progress. And the other thing is just talking about not being afraid to fail. It was a really important subject that the reason we are where we are is because, we messed up a lot and we blew it. And it's okay. It's part of your journey, and how failure is one of your tools.
It's such an important distinction. I think that so many people want to start a creative process, but they think and they see something majorly produced and they go, well, I can't do that, therefore I shouldn't start.
Right.
So how did you guys begin?
Well, I have to say, Einstein said the fear of failure kills creativity. And I'm like, I just wish more people heard that and more people knew that. Is the way we started was we just went for it. We were not afraid to, we didn't even, you're going to mess up and you're going to fail, and that's okay. We weren't even afraid of that.
For me, it was an unplanned career path. It was always a fallback at first, and then it was something that was a way to make money. And then luckily I had a sister that got me involved in her projects, which happened to be a little bit more special than everybody else's, really.
Thanks, Steve.
How do you really remain in such a positive working relationship? Because this is a serious dynamic. Brother, sister, a TV show.
Yeah.
How do you maintain that
question.
excellence to each
You
other?
do as you're told.
Just say yes.
Smart man.
You try.
What we always say too is like we don't have to go to the same house. Like we work, we talk about what we're doing for work and for the houses, and then we go to our separate homes. So we might have it easier.
Yeah.
Every time we're at at Christmas or something, our mom's like, "You're still talking. That's good." So I think we know that family is definitely the most important.
Aw.
Right?
In addition
Steve?
to letting go of your fear of failure, what else have you sort of learned along the process and in the journey?
That it's never ending. It's called Work in Progress because we're doing this book about our lives in our late 30s, early 40s, But it's like your path will ever evolve, and I think it's really important. People feel like they need to know what they're going to do now, and they're going to do that the rest of your life, and that's never happening. That your evolution is continuing. It's a creative process.
I love that. What would you say each of your signature strengths is? Like in addition to the actual trade itself, what would you say your signature either skill set or mindset really is?
Why don't you take that first?
Yours is MacGyver. Steve's MacGyver. I always say, Steve's big mistake was doing my weird idea. I had this strange idea for a bathroom, and Steve figured it out. And the problem with doing a good job is you get more work. So
I do enjoy a challenge. So anytime she challenges my creativity on how we're going to get a job done or create her ideas, which are sometimes just insane.
That's a strong word.
So tell us how the show came about. You guys are doing this work, you were doing it anyway, and then all of a sudden you went, we should do this on TV. Like, how did that come about?
We had a friend, our friend Peter Barbie, who has a band Among Savages. He told his friend about what we were doing in Pittsburgh, and his friend happened to be scouting for HGTV shows. It's just like friends of friends, right?
Yeah.
It's the best. But it was probably 5 years between when we started talking to them to when we were actually filming something.
Wow.
So it kept on saying, oh, no, never mind. Oh, wait, we have an idea. Oh, never mind.
The hurry up and wait business.
Yeah, totally. And it was kind of like we're here, we're doing it, and we're working. So
Do you have a
when you're
favorite
ready.
restoration or project episode that you two have really created together?
My personal one is my house. I finally got to buy a house this last year.
Congratulations.
And we got to do my
But
house
Steve,
for the show.
house is a bold statement.
Well, I have like a compound now.
Oh,
It's like
wow,
a
yeah.
giant warehouse that I made into a home. It was a garage.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did that on an episode of Restored by the Fords, and we revealed it to our mom and sister, and Steve.
So it was nice to do my own instead of Leanne's houses,
So what
customers'
did your
houses
mom
and
think
things.
about it?
Well, at first she was terrified. I brought her and my older sister in, and they were just totally terrified as well. I was too at that point, but we really pulled it off. It came out amazing.
And what about you, Leanna? Is that your favorite?
Honestly, whatever project I'm working on is my favorite. You know, as a designer, it's the creative part that I like to do. So I'm always like ready for the next project,
So what's the newest thing we should be looking for in our design and within the house?
Oh, interesting. Well, I believe in white paint. I think it's
1,000%.
Thank
White
you.
is everything.
Yes,
I
yes.
agree.
I
Yes.
say paint white, wear black, paint white.
Oh, that's good.
Bandana. But I mean, I always talk about white paint because I just feel like it's fail proof, right?
I agree.
And it's like you can't mess it up. It's timeless. It's classic. So
I agree.
that's always my
Wise
go
woman.
to.
Unlike
for
white
sure.
carpets. Boy.
I like white
They're tough.
carpets.
I love them. Just can't touch them.
You can clean them better than color carpet. You know, it's
Really?
bleach.
Yeah.
It's a whole
Man.
thing. I could get into it. But.
So what's next for the both of you?
Well, we're working, you know, this book launches today. It's being shipped out today. So thank you to everybody that pre-ordered and ordered it. But that's been really fun to talk about. We're doing that. And then we have a show on HGTV right now called Rock the Block, where Steve helps me. It's 4 designer women from HGTV that are competing against each other. I mean, it is a competition, but I am the least competitive person on the planet. So
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm designing house.
What do you guys like most about working with and for HGTV?
I mean, they give us a lot of opportunity. You know, to do so many projects is like just amazing. And
Like
it-
Brady.
we got to be on the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
We got to do this Rock the Block episode, or 4 of those, and then we're going to continue making our show. So excited to see what happens.
We look forward to continuing to watch. Please tell everyone where they can find and follow your personal journeys and, of course, the show and the book.
Yeah, the leanford.com has a link to the book, and if you order today, you get a poster that says, what does it say? Oh, if you're not making anyone nervous, you're not doing anything special. Something we talk about in the
love
book.
that.
We're like, live a little, you know, get wild. So that's on that, and my Instagram's Leanne Ford Interiors.
I'm Steve Ford's garage.
And we are Restored by the Fords on Instagram.
Amazing, you guys.
Yes.
Fantastic. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.